Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 21. Please repeat or answer. Who seems to be diving the deepest? Did the kids tell you that that boy tends to dive the deepest most of the time? How deep do they say that he manages to go? Is that deeper than you're able to dive? Will the other kids try following him soon? Do you have any idea how long they've all known each other? Are they sure it'll be safe to go diving there? Can you tell how deep it is there? Which one of the kids is hanging onto the side of the boat so he can take a little rest? Did you ask them if they all took that boat out there so that they could get to dive there? Which one of the boys appears to be swimming to the boat in order to take a rest? Will your mom let you go out to dive with them? Are you used to diving in the ocean like that? Aren't you afraid that sharks may come to bite you? Does it appear to be a new mattress? Have you ever tried to carry a mattress that big? Doesn't it seem like he's having difficulty carrying it? How come he didn't have the store deliver it to his apartment? Did he decide to carry it home so that he doesn't have to pay the delivery charge? How much did he say they told him they charged to deliver a mattress? Do you know how long it will take him to get home? Wasn't he able to get some of his friends to help him to carry it home? Did he tell you that he'd rather try doing it himself first? Could you manage to carry that far? What's the weather like there now? Does it seem like they're having fun being there? Did the kids tell you that they're not that interested in being there in this weather? Did they tell you that their parents made them leave the house at 7:30 to go shop, to go sightseeing? Did they tell you that their parents made them leave the house at 7:15 to go sightseeing? Isn't it supposed to start raining soon? Have you got any clue where they're at? Did their parents tell them to try to look happy there so that they could take a good photo? Do they seem excited that their parents are going to be taking their photo? Who seems to be the least interested in getting their photo taken? Did they tell you how often their parents had them go out to take a photo with everyone? How long has it been since you last took a picture with all of your brothers and sisters? Did everyone end up smiling more than those kids? Do you know how much they paid to buy that stroller for the twins? Did they need to buy it in order to bring the kids around? Is their mom worried they might get cold outside? Is it easy for those kids to fall out of the stroller? Can you tell if both of the kids are girls? Can you tell about how old they are? Does their mom always feel like taking them out to go shopping together? Did you manage to hear her talking to the kids? Did you ask her how often she gets to bring the kids out like this in the winter? Did she tell you that it's worth taking the kids out even in cold weather? Does it appear that she gave them things so that they could eat during the walk? Doesn't it seem to be a little foggy there? How many minutes have they been playing there for? Are you able to hear them screaming? What have the two boys been using to throw water? Can you tell if the water feels cold or hot? Did you ever have the chance to play in a stream like that before? Don't they seem to enjoy playing with each other? Did you ask them how many times a week they get to go to play here together? Did they tell you that they look forward to coming to play here in the rain too? In how long did they tell you that they plan on coming back to do this again? Did you used to come here to play as a kid? Will they have you come to play with them there next time? Which one of these kids seem to be taller? Won't that help him to win? Were you sure he was going to win from the beginning? Have you got any idea who is in the middle of winning now? Is it okay if they use their knees to hit the other person? Doesn't that tend to hurt more than hitting them with their fist? Did the other boy almost hit his face with the blue glove? Will the referee make sure the fight is fair? Doesn't it seem the people are too close to the ring? Can you tell who will wind up winning? Did some people ask you if you wanted to bet some money on the match? Are some of the people there taping the fight with their phones so that they can take a look at it later? Do you know how long each round lasts in the fight? In how long will they both get to take a break? How come she isn't laying under the big umbrella? Would she prefer laying out in the sun? Doesn't it look like the sun has almost gone down? Didn't most of the other people decide to leave earlier? Is she thinking of staying there a little bit longer? Does she seem to feel content? Did you ask her if she brought her own chair in order to use at the beach there? Doesn't it look comfortable? Did you ask her whether she's used to coming to relax at the beach alone most of the time? Do you ever bring things like that chair to the beach to make it more comfortable? When was the last time you had the opportunity to go to the beach to have fun? Won't the chair keep her from getting sand all over her body? Did you ask her if she was able to take a nap there? Can you tell if she's been listening to any music? Don't people prefer listening to the waves at the beach? Doesn't she seem to like watching the rain coming down? How can you tell that it's been raining hard there? Is the reason she has difficulty seeing outside because it is late at night? Did she tell you that she looks forward to seeing lightning in big storms? Did you ask her whether thunder makes her jump? Don't you have a hard time sleeping at night in big storms? How long has it been since you last had a big storm in your area? Did you manage to see a lot of lightning at that time? How many women do you see trying to taste the soup? Do the others seem to be waiting to hear her comments? Are they confident they made it delicious? Doesn't it seem like she feels it tastes delicious? Aren't they all supposed to try tasting it? Who will be set to taste it next? How often do you get to have soup? Do people tend to put salt in soups to help them to taste better? Does your mom ever make soup for you at lunch? Does she know how to make soups well? All she likes to make is vegetable soup. Do you usually end up having a sandwich with your soup most of the time? Don't you look forward to eating a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup the most? Do you have any pots as big as those in your home? Aren't they too big for you to use? Which one of the people in the painting is about to leave that man money? Do you ever give money to kids so they can give poor people money? How can you tell they're walking near a cemetery? Did they wind up buying flowers so that they could leave them at the grave? How long will the flowers last outside in weather like that? They might as well bring some of the flowers home. Why is it that people tend to wear black to go to funerals? Do you happen to own any black clothes? How long has it been since you wore them? What is that guy with glasses pointing at? Did he just realize that that girl was going to be giving that man money in the painting? Are they sure that she's about to do that? Have you ever seen a person begging at a cemetery? Have they been waiting there so that they can get wet? Have you had the opportunity to do this with your friends? Which one of them seems to enjoy being there the most? Isn't that more fun than actually riding in the boat? Do kids tend to stand there more than adults? Which one appears to be afraid of getting wet? Did she put her head down so that the water won't hit her face? Do some people try hiding behind that pole so that they don't get as wet? Did you get to do this as a kid? Are you going to ask them how long they're thinking about standing there? Don't they keep laughing and screaming at the same time? Who hopes to get wet the most? Did that boy tell you that he almost lost his hat there? Did their parents have them wear those shoes since they knew they will be getting wet? There was no point wearing socks. Doesn't it seem like they're working at a space launch control center? Have you had fun playing those kinds of games before? How come just the woman is wearing a face mask? Don't they get everyone to wear a mask there? Why is it that they decided not to take off their coats? How often did they tell you that they come to play here on their lunch break? Doesn't that woman seem to have the most points? Are you interested in playing against her? Do you have any idea how many minutes those games usually last? Doesn't everyone tend not to talk to each other during the game? Do they make you buy special cards to put in the machines so you can play? How old have you got to be in order to play those games? Do you have any idea what he feels so sad for? Does he seem like he doesn't feel like talking at this time? Do you happen to feel sad like that sometimes? Are you thinking about asking him if you can help him? Can you tell that he may not want to talk now? You may as well let him alone for a while. How long will it probably take him to feel a little bit better? When was the last time that you felt that way? Didn't it take a while to feel better? Did he just tell his son that he was proud his son happened to get a new job? How could you tell that he was so proud of his son? Did you ask the dad if he had a chance to help him to get the job? Was your dad able to help you get your first big job? How long did you end up looking for your first real job? Did it take longer than you thought? How long is it since you got to hug your father like that? Are you used to showing love to your dad like that guy? How has your dad managed to help you the most so far? Does it seem that he has been able to help you more than your mother? Does your dad happen to be more positive about things than your mom? When was the last time you called your parents to tell them how much you love and appreciate them? You may as well pick up the phone now to call them. Does it look like they just had a fight? Doesn't she seem to be a bit disappointed? Is she pretending not to feel hurt? Did you hear them arguing before? Do you have any idea why it is that they aren't talking now? How many minutes ago did they start arguing about things? Didn't it make her feel really upset? Will they have a hard time making up? Isn't it worth trying to start to make up now? Doesn't the guy look like he doesn't feel like talking? Weren't they supposed to be going to a party together? There's no use going to the party like this now. What is she pointing at you for? Is she asking you to come up to join her on the stage? Will you be going up there so that you can sing a song with her? Doesn't it appear that she's in love with you? Which song do you plan on singing with her? You may as well sing a love song with her. How often does she ask you to come up on the stage to sing with her? Weren't you shocked she asked you to do it the first time? Are you used to asking her to come up to sing now? Are you used to her asking you to come up to sing now? How many songs are you thinking about singing along with her? Doesn't she always get excited she's able to sing together with you? Will you probably hold her hand on the stage? Won't that guitar player get a little bit jealous seeing you sing with her? Do you have any idea which country they're in? All they're going to be doing is getting ice cream after school. Did they tell you how many days a week they end up getting a treat there? How could you tell that they probably go to the same school? How do you like their uniforms? Do you have any clue whether they're in the same grade? Do they like seeing that guy making the ice cream treats? Doesn't it appear that they offer a lot of special treats and drinks? Do they manage to get up there like that so they can see him making it better? Did they tell you that everything there tastes great? Do they tend to get off of school every day around 3:15? Did they have to ask their moms to give them extra money so they could get things here? Will they get you to treat them next time? Thank you.